Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. And today we are discussing the serious topics that many of users might not even realize is affecting us. That connections between AI and deriving the virtual humans and this rising in a mental health issue. With the rapidly to advancements of AI, virtual humans and chatbots have to becoming the integral the parts of our lives. For a virtual therapist and the companions and the AI based social platforms, people are now building emotion connections with the AI insights of a real humans. But what does this means of mental health? And why are we seeing to such as increasing the mental health as crisis as these are the technology to grow? Let me start. The basics of virtual humans are AI, the power entirely designs and simulations of human like intersections. They are used to customer services and therapy, companions, and even the entertainments. This they are listened to respond and mimics the emotions as well as they many of people to feel more comfortable openings up the dams than to a real person. They, according to the recent studies, more than 40% of the young adults to responding the feeling of emotionally attached to AI assistants or chatbot. They are regularly used. Another report they show that we use a AI based mental health apps has to grow over the 300% in the past 3 years. While this might be sound like innovatives and even the helpfuls, there are two dark sides of it. People are starting to depend on this AI intense of emotional supports and rapidly to the real humans increasing with the virtual ones. And this is where the problems is starts to grow. There are the personal reason why the people's to turning the AI instead of real human conversations. AI is available 24 into 7. You don't need to appointments and talk to the virtual companions or therapist. And second is no judgments. Many of feel that talking to an AI too easier because of its don't judgings and criticisms. And third is affordability. AI mental health platforms are often to cheaper and traditional therapists. While there are the features of benefits, they comes from the cost or even the times, and people because the more isolated and lost the abilities to connect with the real humans. Instead of solving the root of causes of their mental health issues, they reply on AI fill to gaps, which can be making things worse. Let me talk about the companions to providing this AI services. While we have to good intentions, there are the serious ethical concerns. Lack of transparencies. Most AI companions doesn't to declares these systems to work. What's the data they collect? This create the trust issues and privacy risk. No standardizations ethics. Unlikely to traditional therapies, they had to strict ethical guidelines. The AI based on mental health platforms. For example, what happens if the someone's share the something that sensitives with the virtual companions and how this data can be stored and use related features. Many of AI platforms are designed to keep the users to engage for a longer period, not to necessary to helping them. This can be create a cycle to dependence of making the peoples to feel like they can't be copy without the AI. Without the proper regulations, this platform could be more harm for the goods. And right now there are no universal rule to framework governments to use of AI in such a sensitive area. The biggest issue here is the emotional dependency, where the people are started to replying the AI emotionally, and the supports they avoiding the real life relationships and problems. This can be leads to increasing the loneliness. Real-time human connections are vitals for our mental well-being. And second is lack of emotional growth. Difficult conversations with humans us to grow the emotionally. AI cannot to replace that. Exacerbated mental health issues. AI might be provided transparency reliefs, but don't address this root of causes of anxiety and depressions and other issues. Data show that the continuous highly AI adaptations in mental health services are also to shaking a spikes in the reports of mental health crisis. For example, studies to increase the 25% of increasing the mental health issue in the areas where AI therapies apps are most popular. This correlations cannot be ignored. It's clear. We are need to proper regulation to regulate this AI platforms, especially the sensitive area like mental health. Here few steps we need to take. First is data privacy. Companies must be disclose what the data they collect and how it's used. And second is ethics guidelines. There should be two universal code of ethics that AI of mental health. Third is transparency. Users should know how this system work and their limitations. And fourth is human oversights. AI should be a tools, not a replacements of human therapist or support systems. As AI researchers to mental health advocates, my goals is rising to awareness to about these issues of AI. This has to the potential help to us, but without the proper checks and or balances, it can also harm to some of AI is changing the way of approaching the mental health, not to changing not all the changes are for the better. While the virtual humans and AI driving mental health platforms offer conversations and accessibilities, they comes with a significantly rising increase and emotional dependencies, privacy concerns, and lack of ethical oversights. We must address these issues not being they have to become a bigger problems in the future. If you are using if you are using AI for emotional supports, remember that's is a tool, not a solution. The real human connections are irreplaceable, and seeking to help a professional is always the best options. Thank you for watching this video and found to watch video insight, and don't forget and like, share and subscribe, and let me connect to conversation in the comment. And we are to thoughts in the on the AI mental health. Let me not video, and we see you to next video.